I'm Tom Conman Connors, professional street basketball player and multiple Guinness World Record holder. Follow me as I go around the world to meet the most exciting basketball players, high-flying dunkers, freestyle masters and streetball legends. Welcome back to This Is Basketball. Soon I'll be heading to Key West to meet the freestyle sensation Kalani Ball 3. And I'm going to witness some serious high-flying dunks by Worm. Charity is something that I'm very passionate about. I love getting involved and raising money for all different types of schemes, projects all around the world. But for me, it's very personal. When I was growing up, I didn't have a great childhood. I lived on the streets and basketball kept me away from trouble. You know, I had a dream to become a professional basketball player and I've achieved those goals. So for me now, it's really important for me to inspire others. I believe anybody is capable of achieving their own dreams, no matter what it is. I've done it, you can do it. I take a basketball wherever I go. It's a good icebreaker and I can always find a trick to do. Streetball can be done pretty much anywhere, and that's one of the reasons why I love it.
Check it out.
So I've come down to Miami Beach to meet up with one of the best basketball freestylers I've ever seen. This guy has such a unique flow and style using that ball, it's crazy. Let me introduce to you, Snake. So your nickname is Snake. Now, how did that come about?
Just from playing pickup basketball at a gym, there was a kid that always would call me Snake when I came in. I don't know if he forgot my real name or what happened, but he would always call me Snake. So then when I started putting out videos online, I just stuck with that. And then from there, people just were like, yeah, it fits you perfect. You move like a snake. It looks like you don't have any bones because you're all flexible. So it just kind of fit.
So the name actually came before the style.
Yeah, well, the kid kind of said like that I look like a snake when I move. So it kind of was there. And then people just, other people happened to, I guess, agree with what he thought.
So your flow and your style is very unique. You know, how did you come up with that style? Is it something you've worked on or?
Yes and no. Some of it kind of comes naturally just from practicing and stuff comes in the flow, but I would say a good portion of it is definitely something that I kind of developed. Like when I'm coming up with moves and combos, I try to think of things that people haven't done before and do things that people won't expect to see. Like I always try to see what I can learn from any type of discipline. Even I'll grab stuff from like martial arts, yoga, you name it. But I try to take inspiration from things and then I always try to put my own twist on it and, you know, do something that people probably haven't seen before, whether it's a basketball drill, whether it's a street ball move. I always try to bring something new to the table. I like to have that element of surprise, like, you know, like normally people would do this move and then they would go into something and I try to do the exact opposite.
Right. So like you do a lot of tutorials, teach moves, regular basketball and freestyle and street ball. So tell us a little bit more about that.
Yeah, so basically it all kind of started with me more teaching street ball and freestyle type stuff because there was really not too many people I saw doing that online. So I kind of wanted to hit into that just to help grow the popularity of it and grow the scene. And on top of that, just to kind of show some of the people that like to hate on that sort of thing, like, hey, here's how to do it, give it a try, see it's not as easy as it looks.
Snake, it's been a pleasure to meet you, my friend. Now let's check out Snake in action, doing some crazy basketball freestyle. Snake has such a unique style of basketball. I mean, I've traveled all around the world and I've never seen anybody with that flow before. The most impressive thing from my point of view with Snake is you can tell the time and dedication he's put in to working on his freestyle moves, linking one move with the second and having a combination. I really like Snake. He's a great guy with such an amazing style of basketball. So I'm going to teach you guys a basketball move called the X-Over. First thing you do is put the basketball down on the floor, You're gonna cross your arms right over. You're gonna grab the basketball and pick the ball up, okay? Now, your right arm has to go over your left arm and catch the basketball. Then your left arm has to go over the right arm. Okay? And that's called the X over. Now when you get good, you can start mixing it up a bit. You can use the elbows. You can even cross over. You can even throw a cheeky off the knee. And that's what you call the X over. It's not all about work. I couldn't resist trying my hand at jet skiing whilst I was in Miami. I got to admit, I was pretty good too. That was good fun. Hashtag I love Miami. Have you ever wondered what it's like to have a 50-inch vertical jump? Have you ever wondered what it's like to win multiple basketball dunk competitions? I certainly don't, but this guy certainly does. His name is Worm. Pleasure to meet you, my friend.
Nice to meet you.
So tell me how you got into basketball, what age was you, and tell us a little bit about that.
I got into basketball because my family, my dad and my uncles and them, they was really into it. So, I used to watch them growing up. I was playing basketball with this team called the Road Runners. I was probably like 8, 9, and we was traveling from here to Jacksonville, Florida, playing against other teams, and, it just got started from there.
So let's talk about some of the dunk competitions that you've won. Tell us a little bit about them and how you won. What dunks did you do to win?
I won the Sprite Showdown 5 years in a row. I just won 5 years. And then I won the Sprite Finals. And then I did the Phoenix 3-on-3.
I've seen a dunk where there's 6 people and
Yep.
you went over. Did you go through the legs when you jump over the 6 people?
I windmill over 6 to 8 people, or I go between the legs over 4 people. So.
Right.
Yeah, so I try to add more people as I keep going to different contests. I don't want to keep the same dunks. I went to Ethiopia with N1 in 2011, and it was probably like one of the best places I've been. I've been to Brazil, I've been everywhere, and Ethiopia is just nice, man, and it's cheap, and it's easy living. So, me traveling, man, is just a blessing. At the end of the day, meeting nice people, different people around the world, experiencing stuff that a lot of people can't experience. So,
Sometimes I look at a basketball and I just think, this basketball's got me around the world. Meeting people, performing, showcasing, it's crazy. You ever sort of have moments where you kind of just take it in and...
Oh man, I do it everywhere, man. I tell people, my legs it took me everywhere, man, but the basketball speaks for me. So it's like, I go out there and show what I can do, my God-given talent, and, people appreciate it, man, so.
Hard work pays off.
Yep.
Worm and I have known each other for a long time. He is a great guy. We come from similar backgrounds and we both appreciate how much basketball has given us. It really has changed our lives. So I couldn't come to Florida and not visit the most southerly point of the US. That's right, I'm here in Key West. Coming up next on the show, I'm introducing one of the world's best basketball freestylers. He has 1 million followers on his social networking. He's been on America's Got Talent. He performs shows all over America. Let me introduce to you, Kalani Ball Free. So Kalani, it's fantastic to meet you, my friend. So I've been watching you online now for a little while and you're smashing it on the social network front. Can you tell me a little bit more about it and how you got into it?
Yeah, like I actually live on an island called Hawaii,
Right.
and there's not much opportunities to express my talent, and I heard social media was the greatest opportunity for me to show everyone my talent.
Yeah,
Showcase
for
my
sure.
talent. Actually, I started doing basketball freestyle is because my lifestyle at home. My mom actually had a disability, and it was actually a time in my life where I was like, oh, I was so depressed, and sometimes people play basketball at another level,
Right.
and it becomes a lot more stressful. So I didn't want two things being stressful.
Right.
And basketball freestyle is like just my world of peace, and I felt
Yeah.
at peace, and it was
Was
a
it like
way
a
to-
release? And
yeah, it was helping me release my stress, and I felt,
Yeah.
you know, I felt good about myself.
I was the same when I was growing up playing basketball and things weren't too great, and it's always a massive relief. Step on a basketball court and you shoot around. It's weird how it kind of just de-stresses you. You know, how does it feel sort of doing basketball for a full-time job now?
It's been a lifetime dream of mine, and you know, it feels really good to say that I do basketball tricks for a living.
That's great.
And people just find it so ridiculous that
Yeah.
it's my job.
That's amazing. So, you know, you do 1 ball tricks, 2 ball, 3 ball. Have you got a favorite? Do you sort of, you know, what's your thing?
My thing is actually 3 basketballs because I like how the 3 basketballs sets an illusion
Right.
on the whole picture. Like I could just spin it in a circle and it just looks so nice.
Yeah, for sure.
I practice about 2 hours a day, and sometimes for like a difficult trick, it probably take me about 6 months to a year, and that's practicing 2 hours a day just for that one trick. It's not what you do, it's how you do it. So maybe even
Right.
a simple trick as spinning a basketball, but showing personality, I
Right.
think that's the biggest impact you could ever do.
Adding personality into the tricks and
yeah.
the movement and stuff
And
like
even
that.
just spinning on a basketball on another person, just seeing the expression on their face and how much it meant to them.
Now it's time for the trick shot challenge. Kalani and I both have different styles. To learn these tricks takes a lot of time, a lot of practice, and a lot of patience. It will take time for you to develop your own style, but don't give up because hard work pays off. So there was 2 basketball trick shots.
Give it a go.
Hashtag this is basketball. I've had the most amazing time in the good old USA. I love coming here. After all, it's the home of basketball. Next time on This is Basketball, I'm touring Europe, meeting some of the hottest talent that we have to offer. Don't miss it.